our last dance with network services, the first part of the network services, we have task number 10, exploiting FTP. Types of FTP exploit. Similarly to Telnet, when using FTP, both the command and data channels are unencrypted. Any data sent over these channels can be intercepted and read. With data from FTP being sent in plain text, if a man-in-the-middle attack took place, an attacker could reveal anything sent through these protocols, such as passwords, for example. An article written in JScape demonstrates and explains this process using R poisoning to trick a victim into sending sensitive information to an attacker rather than a legitimate source. When looking at an FTP server from the position we find ourselves in for this machine, an avenue we can exploit is weak or default password configurations. If you want to read the JScape article, here's the URL. Method breaking. So from our enumeration stage, we know there is an FTP server running on this machine. We have a possible username. Using this information, let's try to brute force the password of the FTP server. Here is introduced another security tool, a pretty common one. Hydra is a very fast online password cracking tool which can perform rapid dictionary attacks against more than 50 protocols, including Telnet, RDP, SSH, FTP, HTTP, HTTPS, SMB, several databases, and much more. Hydra is already installed on the attack box. However, if you need it on your own attacking machine, you can find it in GitHub repo over here. The syntax for the command we're going to use to find the password is the following. Boom. Let's copy this to our little file and let's break it down. We have Hydra, the command, runs Hydra tool T4, which is -T flag with a 4-argument number of parallel connections per target. -L with user points to the user whose account you're trying to compromise. Uppercase P is the path of our dictionary, right? Points to the file containing a list of possible passwords. So in our case, let's change this, Mike. Here we will automatically try all the passwords in rocku.txt for the username Mike for the protocol FTP on our vulnerable machine. I guess actually here we can change with 10, 10, 2, 2, 2, and 1 to 1. Right, here is the verbose one. And you will see what this will do. Okay, -VV sets verbose mode to very verbose, shown the login password combinations for each attempt, right? Awesome. We have the machine IP, which is the IP of the target machine, and then the FTP protocol, which sets the protocol that we want Hydra to brute force. Answer the questions below. What is the password for the user Mike? Oh, wow, we jump straight to it. Okay, awesome. I love it. Let's copy this. Let's paste it here. And let me check if everything is good. Yes, we'll run that, but before, let's copy it again. Let's paste it again. And say over here, just to show you, we'll say over here, cat this file. As you can see, actually, let me close that. But now let's use the word count option in order to show you how many passwords we have in there. As you can see, we have let's say three columns, right? Or you can say one row with 3 numbers. Okay, let me show you something. So we have the results for total number of lines, words and characters, total number of lines, total number of words, and total number of characters. The words number in rocku.txt, which is 14,442,062, which is crazy. All right, so there you go. Over here, actually, I will clear this and rerun it again just to see how this will go, right? So with the verbose mode, you actually see the attempts of Hydra, like when they happen. You can see it in real time, let's say. So the password of Mike is password. Okay, here we say password. Bingo, now let's connect to the FTP server as this user using FTP with the IP and entering the credentials when prompted. We'll do that right now, actually. Control-Shift-T, FTP, 410, 10, 222, 121, enter. We'll say here for the name Mike. Password is password. Even though you don't see it on the screen, type, it will still work. Just type it out. Get ftp.txt. Thank you very much. Exit, get ftp.txt. You got the FTP flag. Amazing. Now we complete network services part 1. We will continue with, let's go over here, and we have network services part 2. But before I close this video, I want to show you something which is a pretty cool thing. For instance, I have public notice from the previous little exercise from TryHackMe and this one that we downloaded today. For instance, I want to remove both of them in the same run. We say remove public and then we go for the end keyword. We say remove again ftp.txt, boom. And we list it. We combine 2 commands in one. I think we've done through Linux a combination of 2 commands. But anyway, just a little cool thing. So I guess we see each other tomorrow in Network Services Part 2. Awesome.